Hey everyone, it's Chaos World here. It's a little dark here. Let's brighten it. Oh, I'm all washed out. Okay, I'm doing like half light. Anyways, hi guys. I came to talk about this little girl and another girl, but I'll bring her in the camera in a second. So this is, if you've seen on my Instagram, you've seen her name, but this is Maxine. And basically, to explain her, is she is from the future. And how she got here basically is something I've never really gotten into depth in on my Instagram, through because like I didn't know how to portray it really story-wise, and I thought the story would be really slow and boring, so I just never shared it. But I did hint on it like once or twice. But Charles has a huge collection of keys. I have a video like a long time ago of when I've unboxed them, but I have a bunch of like these vintage keys that I bought for Charles, and they're passed down from her great grandma. And these keys, or it was like her great grandma or her great grandma, one of those. And these keys just go passed down from daughter to daughter, but what the keys activate when like the magic line is like around. So it turns out Charles is one of the generations that can control them. So the keys activate, each key teleports her to a different part. It can teleport her to a different universe, a different timeline, it like just a different location in general. It like, it's all randomized. And sometimes I write these like mini stories where she goes on adventures discovering what each key does. And basically she discovers eventually what all her keys do, where they bring her, and she has a lot of adventures and fun, especially with Sunny and Richard and stuff. And one of the most important keys she has is the time key. So this key lets her go to the past, present, or future at will. But there's conditions, of course. She can go to the past whenever she wants to look at stuff, but she can never change anything to change her current, like the present. So like if, I don't know, in the past she fell and scraped her knee, now she has a huge scar on her knee, she can never go back in time and stop herself from falling and getting that scar. It's what's done is done. But on the other hand, in the future, she can change things, but it has to be directly related to her. So she like sees this couple or something, for example, fighting, and then they break up and it's like messy. She can't like go back in time to the present and like find the couple and be like, hey, wait, you two should try again, don't break up yet. Or like, she can't do that. She can't change their future. She can only do things to affect herself personally. So she goes to the future, and I don't know exactly how they meet, but there's a fire related. She saves Max, burns her eyebrows off in the process, and Max asks her to bring her back because like she's like, we're destined to meet type BS thing, and like, oh, I'm trying to like change my future, my fate, and all that stuff. And Charles really believes in, of course, changing her own fate. So she's like, I can't change your fate. Like, I saved you, but I can't really change, like, I can't go back to my time and change anything for you. So she's like, why don't you just bring me with you? And she did, and ta-da! So basically this girl is trying to find who her dad is because her dad is dead. She also, like, I haven't posted the photo story for it, but she does have abilities. I don't even know them all myself yet, so I'll explain, I guess, when I eventually know them. Like, Hartika is human, but because Hartika is her mother, but she's human, but she does have abilities because she can do the sleepwalk thing, which I've explained in a different video, that she can travel to places in her sleep and all this trash. So she, like, I don't know exactly what all her abilities are, and I don't know if her dad is human or not. I don't know if I'll eventually shell her dad either, or if the dad's already in my crew. I don't know. That's the fun of it. We're gonna get to explore that, where she tries to find out. she's already got her sisters on board to help her with this journey, and but the like downfall part of this is that she also has a hidden intent, because she claims she just wanted to find out who her dad is, but what she's actually trying to do is to prevent her dad from dying in the future when she kind of pieces together how he dies, and she wants to prevent herself from being born. That part I don't know exactly why she wants to prevent herself from being born. Still have to piece that together, but that's what she's told me. So yeah, that's another thing, but she doesn't tell anyone that. She just tells people that she just wants to know who he is, and that's it. Because she's like really, really young. I also explained that another photo story I have to make. I just have to get the time. She is super young, so she and like, of course, people don't know she's as smart as she is in her time. People don't know that, but that she's super smart and kind of advanced and special. But in like this time, she obviously doesn't have to hold that back. And so she's like, as I said, she's super, super young. But I explained later that like I have to add it onto her, but she has like a little thing on her that is what allows her to speak English fluently and stuff, even though being young, and like understand certain concepts and all that. Like, and technology's advanced, and that's the technology helps with like her communication, of why she has advanced communication at such a young age. And also she's like special. She's I don't know exactly how to explain it. She's just not in a bad way. She's just special. And then I'm gonna get my other girl, so I'm just gonna put her to the side for now, because she also plays a part, and I didn't know she played a part until I put these two together. Because at first I thought well, actually I'll explain it. Just one second. Okay, so here she is. She doesn't have a name yet. Still, I'm hoping, I know she'll tell me her name. Oh, sorry, it's exposed, but she's wearing panties, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, she hasn't told me her name. She stole Chase's hat because it's an adorable hat. And yeah, I have to make more of these hats. It's just really time consuming. I've only made a couple that are like exactly like this. I've only made, I think, like 2. No, three. I've made 3 of these hats, and they're extremely time consuming. So yeah, she's just borrowing right now. Oh, sorry, headache. Yeah, she'll eventually get her own. Anyway, she's like all washed out. Maybe if sorry, I'm gonna like be like blurred out because of the dark, but you'll be able to see her a bit better. Anyway, so she has a little sword that she carries around. She shares this sword with one of my MSG characters, but whatever. Yeah, she is an android from this girl's time. Yeah, so basically, I don't know exactly just yet how she gets there, and like there's holes in this little story, but Charles, I have to make a photo story about it. Charles notices her and is like, what the F is that doing here? Because she's an advanced humanoid android. I think her name is like the J156857 or something like that. I don't know exactly. I just know she has like a really complex number name. And usually these androids, like her specific model, is used for like killing and guarding like people, kind of like important people like presidents and stuff. They're mostly used for that. A lot of people use them for protection, and usually in like the wrong hands. Some people might use them for assassination and stuff. So she is very old. She has had many owners, and right now somebody I guess I'll spoil it just in case you don't like read my Instagram stuff. her current owner is Pierre. I don't know how he got the hold of her, but he gave her, like, she has a control, like a controller basically that controls her, and yeah, Pierre gave that to Angel for him to use her as, like, at his will for whatever he needs to do with his criminal work. So she, like, slices and dices when she needs to. And another thing is this: she has this mod that I was gonna take out before, but I actually really like it now that I see it in person. This is going to be like her battery, and it's kind of like a solar panel. She needs the sun to hit it, so she usually needs to go every 2 days out into the sun to recharge, and if she doesn't, it goes black and she just shuts down. I don't know if I'm going to give her face, because I don't know what type of face I'd give her. I'm in love with her blank face, to be honest. And I don't think I've had very many dolls where I've been in love with their blank faces so much. So there's that. So where this little girl comes in, for some reason, I don't know exactly, she comes to kill Max at one point, and then Max does something. I don't know exactly what. I'm sorry, this isn't like put together 100%, but Max does something, and she decides not to kill Max, and decides, like, I like you type thing. And there's something special about her. She's a special android. The way she can be programmed, because you can, like, program her. She has files that can be downloaded into computer, and you can, like, customize how she reacts to different things. But the thing is, she has a learning module that usually isn't activated, so she is capable of a lot more things than a lot of owners know. And she can basically mimic human emotions if given the chance. Like, if this part of her is activated, which I feel like this girl somehow is going to activate that part of her, like, programming. And she can, like, feel compassion and start to feel regret, and, like, she doesn't do it right away, but, like, she can start learning those things when, like, her learning thing gets activated. She even could feel like pain, because she has a whole file inside of her that's like a file literally labeled repressed memories, which is like just memories, like, the owners, they're like, you don't need to be carrying this, let me just put in that file. Some of them, I guess, like, they could delete it, but I guess they don't for some reason. I didn't think that too far, but she does have a lot of repressed memory files, especially because, like, sometimes she kills people, sometimes she kills young people, old people, sometimes she kills children, and, like, she doesn't want to think about it, so because she can't think, she's an advanced robot, so she just puts it into the repressed memory file and ding, gone. Like, it's like it never happened, basically. And so that's one thing. And I feel like Max is gonna probably end up being a protector for Max, and Max is probably going to teach her how to be human, which is so cliche, but I don't know, I just like those stories. I like it when people or whatever, aliens or whatever, are, like, taught how to be human type thing, and, like, eventually she'll, like, learn to interact better and, like, make friends, those type of things. So that'll be kind of cool, and I think that's how she'll integrate with the family. I don't know how Haruka is going to feel about this robot yet, because she doesn't live with them at all. I feel like she lives in, like, somewhere, I don't know exactly, but because she still has to break free from her current owner, so these guys have to help get her free of them. Not that they're the worst things on earth, like, they're not, like, breaking her or hitting her or anything like that. Even though it's really hard, she's made out of very, very tough material. So, and she's anti-rust. So in the rain, she doesn't rust easily. Like, she, in the future, they have androids down pat. Like, she is one of the best of the best. Like, and there's not very many of her either, of her kind, because she's very expensive to make. Anyways, so that is just my little thing where I want to share with you guys about these guys. My other girl, I got a name for her. I think I shared it. That was Jinx. I'll show her in another time. I still haven't figured out because she's telling me like a bunch of different things, and some of the things she's telling me, I'm like, I don't like that, so I'm just not going to let it happen because I don't want it to happen, even though it might eventually. So I still have to wait to see what she says story-wise, like what her little story is. So yeah, I have a lot of little things to do with Max. Max is bringing in her world. I think, I don't know, because I keep thinking like maybe it's one of a portal like jammed open or something like that, so things are from the future slipping in or what. Like, I don't know exactly. I'll figure out how she, like, eventually how she ended up in this world, and the question would be like, why don't you just ask her? I don't know, I feel like for some reason if she tries like to say it, she'll just be like, oh, like, how did you get here? She'd just be like, error, does not compute, or something like that. She's like, something in her is made to like not say it, things. And also, yeah, she can't say exactly something, she can't say either because she's an android. She can be programmed not to say it, kind of like an enchantment or something. She just can't say it. So if someone asks her a certain question, she'll just say error, and because she can't, it's like blocked or deleted file or something in her systems. But I feel like in the future, when she becomes more human and eventually figures out to like I guess break her controller or whatever, encrypt her files so no one can like get into her again, type thing, unless it's like a trusted friend for maintenance, who would be, spoiler, Tristan. Because if you don't remember Tristan from way back, Tristan is a genius from an alternate universe as well. His universe is highly advanced, just like hers, so he would be able to work with something as complex as she. And but in the story, and I guess I don't know if I should call it that, because I'm just doing random stuff that I'm like, this would be fun, let's just do it. And I don't know if it's counting as a story, but eventually she'll meet Tristan. So, and probably when she's like becoming more human or whatever. She'll probably meet him before that, but like when she actually gets to interact with him more and stuff, and like they kind of develop some trust, I think that'll spark Tristan, because right now he's just doing his porn star thing, and he kind of like gave up on his like dreams because of just all this stuff he went through in the past. So I feel like she would spark him to get back into his love of science and creation again, and that's how she will get encrypted so that she cannot be controlled anymore. And Tristan's kind-hearted and stuff, he's not at all evil. So he would not try to like, because he would be the only one who could enter her files and stuff. He would not do that. Yeah, and yeah, that's basically my little spiel. Oh, so many things happening. And there's so many characters, so many stuff. Yeah, hopefully hopefully starting like July, I want to like do a lot of photo stories and stuff. And like a lot of like story stuff. It's just this month and next month is just super busy for me. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Bye.